And Jesus is not asking us to choose between mercy and sacrifice. Being merciful itself is a sacrifice most acceptable to God. May the peace and joy of Christ be with you today. I desire mercy, not sacrifice. In today's gospel, which is taken from St. Matthew chapter 9 verse 9 to 13, Jesus makes a reference to the book of Hosea chapter 6 verse 6 that says, I desire mercy, not sacrifice. And Jesus in today's gospel tells the Pharisees and scribes and the leaders to go and learn the meaning of this. Now, Hosea was sent to the people of Israel, about 10 tribes in the northern part. And at that time, God saw that his people at that place were keen in making sacrifices to God. And they were slaughtering bulls and making burnt offerings for God. And at the same time, God realized that these people who were keen on making sacrifices were not very particular about showing mercy to the people. That is to say, that they failed to understand God himself. They failed to understand the merciful face of God. And so they failed to be merciful to the people. They failed to give justice to the people, and they were oppressing the poor, they were neglecting the simple, and they were judging people with contempt. And so God spoke to the people through Hosea, I desire mercy, not your sacrifices. I am not hungry for the bulls and the cows and calves and cars that you slaughter for me. I am not thirsty for their blood, but I want mercy. I want you to be merciful. I want you to be loving and gentle and kind and generous to the people that are around you. And the context in today's gospel, where we see Jesus repeating those words of Hosea, is the call of Matthew. Matthew, as we know, was the tax collector. And after calling him, Jesus goes to his house and dines with him. And with him and his disciples were many tax collectors and sinners. And the Pharisees making this comment. And they were judging Matthew and the sinners and Jesus himself. And they were judging without mercy. They were prejudiced and they were condemning. And there Jesus repeats again. Jesus, who reads the mind and heart of the people, tells the Pharisees and scribes, you who are keen on observing the sacrifices, observing the law, and very pious in doing your sacrifices and rituals at the synagogue, why are you so merciless? And why are you so prejudiced and judging the simple and the poor and the sinners? Be merciful. And Jesus is not asking us to choose between mercy and sacrifice. Being merciful itself is a sacrifice most acceptable to God. And the question is, how are we outside the church? I desire mercy, not sacrifice. May the love of Christ redeem us. Amen.